What's good, y'all? Blacksmith here, and today we're here to talk about A Quiet Place Day 1. After 6 years and 2 movies, we are finally getting a story based on the first day of the invasion by aliens who are attracted to sound. And what better place to tell this story than in New York City, the noisiest city in America? So, is Day 1 really as crazy as we thought it would be? Is this movie worth the watch? Let's talk about it. The plot's pretty simple for those of you who've been keeping up with the franchise, but for the uninitiated, alien invasion comes to Earth, aliens have no sight, they are only attracted to sound, and that's any volume of sound. Like, these aliens will be on the other side of the city, and if you drop a pin, they'll be at your front door in a second. And in this story, we follow Sam and Eric as they pretty much travel throughout New York City trying to survive and not get attacked by aliens. And while most people would want to survive an alien invasion so they don't get offed, Sam has her own reasons for surviving and is actually pretty humorous. So now, let's get into these pros and cons. The first and probably biggest pro of this movie is that you don't need to watch the previous 2 movies to watch this one. You could literally know nothing about this series, go in and watch this movie, and come out having a better understanding about what's going on, enough to watch parts 1 and 2. Second pro, I gotta talk about the action. This movie didn't water anything down when it came to the action and violence. Not saying that it also upped the ante on it either, but it definitely kept the same pace of action and violence as the previous 2 movies did. And while we're talking about action, I just gotta say as well, when it came to this movie seemed just as well balanced as far as its action and its more sentimental, emotional moments as the first 2 movies did. In my opinion, probably maybe just a little bit more on the emotional moment side because of the characters and their situations personally. So I would say this movie was definitely balanced. Next pro, I want to talk about the alien designs. Unlike the previous 2 movies, you see the aliens in more up close and personal detail than ever before. There are a few moments in this movie that had me stressed with how close these aliens were getting to some of the humans. And you really get to see how disgusting looking these things are, like jeez. Now, when it comes to cons, I will say I don't have a lot, but I will say this movie didn't necessarily answer any questions that we may have had as to what the aliens are or where they came from or anything like that. It didn't really dive into that much detail. We pretty much just got a story of a place that had the alien invasions first. This movie's story could have been told from any environment, any state, or any country in the world, because the only thing that separates this movie from being a basic alien invasion movie is the fact that it's part of an already established series about an alien invasion. So while this movie didn't reinvent the wheel, it did add a good, different perspective on an already good, established story. So yeah, not a lot of cons for this movie. I really enjoyed it, and whether or not you're familiar with the franchise, I think you will too. Thanks for checking out my review. Let me know if you plan on seeing this movie. Let me know if you've already seen it and what you thought about it. Let me know what you thought about this review, and give this video a like and your boy a follow. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, peace.